Hello guys, Pink Camera Magic here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go over an old video that not a lot of people have seen, and this is a video of an audit that I did a while back, and it's because of this audit they revoked my bond in Cook County. So after the video I'm going to let you know what I think about the encounter, and then after that I'd like you to let me know what you think about the encounter in the comment section. So, hey everybody, this is Pink Camera Magic here, and I'm in Romeoville, Illinois, and I'm at the Citgo refinery, and I just want to take a few pictures for my project here. I actually didn't know this refinery was over here so close. It seems like there's a lot going on right now. Sorry guys about the noise. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Good, how's it going?
Good, you're not allowed to have pictures over here.
Oh, okay, is this a public easement though?
No, well, because of the refinery and stuff, you're not allowed to take pictures over here.
Oh, I can take pictures from public though. I can just step back and just finish my... I'm actually working on a project that I've got to really take care of.
What kind of project?
Just a little personal thing I'm working on for possible publication. Oh, sorry.
So, where's your vehicle at?
Pardon me?
Did you walk over here, drive over here?
Oh, nah. Nope, I got a ride share.
Got a what?
Ride share. How come you want to know about my car?
No, I was just asking. So I work security at the refinery here,
Okay.
and they don't want any pictures of the refinery.
Oh, I mean, they don't have a say in it, unfortunately, if it's from a public place. You know, and I need the pictures for the story I'm working on, though.
Okay, I'll get back with you.
Okay, I'll just finish what I'm doing. Raining. Trying to be as steady as possible. And I apologize. Sorry guys, the wind and everything makes it really hard to hold everything steady. So I apologize for that. Hopefully he's calling his boss, so his boss can tell him that it's perfectly fine for me to be doing what I'm doing, but we shall see. I want to point one thing out. The place that I was standing, it's hard to tell if it was a public easement or if it was actually on their property because it's sort of set up like a campus. So it's really, really hard to tell exactly where the property line is. And so if I were to do this again, if I were to be able to go back in time.
If you could go back in time to the day that you arrested her, would you still arrest her?
So you're asking me if I can go back in time?
Yeah.
I don't know how I could do that.
Okay, did you understand my question?
I did, and you're asking me to suppose whether or not I can go back in time. I can't.
So you can't tell me if you would still arrest her?
I can't tell you what would happen on that day if I went back in time, no.
Okay. Is this an attempt to be funny?
Not a bit.
Are you trying to answer my questions?
I'm trying to answer your question.
You really can't figure this out because you can't wrap your head around time travel.
I'm going to
check
again. I'm going to check this getting to be harassing again. Is this what the question is? Hypothetical time travel backwards?
Is that really how you interpreted the question?
Is that what you're asking? If you could go back in time, would you do it differently? Is that not what you're asking?
Yeah, that is what I asked him.
Okay.
Well, I don't think that asks him to do time travel.
I would redo this and make better confirmation about exactly where I was standing. Oh, just myself. I'm sorry, ma'am. I can. Do you have a rule? Is there an ordinance or something?
Yeah.
Can you show that to me?
Yeah, we'll oh, one second.
Because if I'm going to get in trouble for the folks at Google should be in trouble too, because Google Maps has a nice picture of pretty much every angle of this place.
That's what they do.
And this is just what I do. I don't mean to take any time away from your day or anything. I'm just gonna finish what I'm doing and that's it. Hi. All right, how's it going?
Like you're taking pictures.
Yeah,
Or
for a project I'm working on. I'm actually kind of upset because my camera got messed up in the rain. So now I have to use my phone. So.
you know you're not supposed to be taking pictures at the refinery. They asked that you're not.
Well, they said that it was against the law, so I wanted to know if they could let me know which law it was. Because, I mean, I need the pictures for my project that I'm working on, though.
Usually what happens is we can take pictures, but we end up having to send things like out to FBI and Homeland Security ever since 9/11 and things like that. When you know these are a high area where they target for bombings, etc.
Really? When does that happen? I'm kind of curious. I've never heard of that happening.
About 9/11.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
9/11.
Oh.
Country being on a higher.
'Cause I've never heard of a refinery being targeted. Ever.
So do you have some identification?
No, I don't have anything on me. My name's Mandy, but that's it.
I gotta get your information because I'm gonna have to take a report that you're out here.
Oh, okay, well, I'm just going to finish doing what I'm doing. If anything, because they never asked me to leave the property or anything, I'll just leave the property and... Oh, okay.
So I just
I'm sorry they called you here. This is a First Amendment protected activity. You know what I mean?
do that every time. So do you have some
Sir,
identification so I can...
No, I'd rather not.
I don't know if you guys caught that, but she said that every time somebody's around there photographing, they have to identify them to give to the whatever list that they're talking about to the FBI and Homeland Security or whatever. So there are a couple of possibilities here. The first one being that she's telling the truth, and yes, they make them get names of everybody who's around, or B, they are just ignorant of the law and they don't know what they're doing. I'm actually going for A. I have a feeling that they did tell their officers to identify everyone and that they must.
But I'll just go ahead and...
Just hold on a second because I'm running green.
All right, am I being detained right now?
I still am.
Sorry, Officer Garrett, am I being detained?
Until I find out who you are, yes.
Well, you can't detain me for that.
I need to clear this call and clear this call.
Okay, well, my name is Mandy.
It was at this point that I decided to go live, and that's why the quality changed.
Good morning, guys. Well, I was just finishing up my project here, and I guess I'm being detained. So, I'm not sure. Hey. Hi.
Again, they had their shift supervisor coming out. What we're doing is we're
Okay.
actually asking because when this videotaping, okay?
Well, I didn't hear you.
I know you're videotaping, I understand.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
Okay, you can do that, but I do have to identify you because you are on private property here, okay?
Now remember, she said I'm on private property. Remember that because that's going to be important.
Anything that you do out here, as far as taking photographs and video, I do have to take a report and forward it to.
Yeah, I mean, you can take a report. They never asked me to leave, and I'm fully willing
I can't
to.
do a report with incomplete information.
My name is Mandy.
Okay. I need a driver's license, state ID, something. I can't.
Unless you can say a crime that I've suspected of.
Well, you're trespassing right now.
No, I said I'd leave. I need an opportunity to go.
Okay.
We're identifying you because you are on private property and you are trespassing. So officially by trespassing, you are in.
They never asked me to leave, and I offered to.
Ma'am,
and
this is our protocol.
Okay.
This is what we do. We need to identify you so we can document it in a report.
Okay, my name is Mandy, and that's all I'm going to give.
Okay. Then you run the risk of going to jail for obstruction of justice.
Okay, so let's take a look at what obstruction of justice means in the state of Illinois. You have to do one of four things. 1, destroy, alter, conceal, or disguise physical evidence, plants false evidence, furnishes false information, or induces a witness who has knowledge of a certain crime to leave the state and conceal himself or herself. Possessing knowledgeable material to the subject at issue, he or she leaves the state or conceals himself. Or if a person, like a parent, legal guardian, or caretaker of a child under the age of 13, reports materially false information to a law enforcement agency, medical examiner, coroner, state's attorney, or other government agency in an investigation. So the assumption is that there's already an underlying case. So it's not likely that failing to give your identification to an officer who requested it would fall in this category, even though Illinois is a stop and ID state.
Are you familiar with ACLU versus Alvarez?
Our protocol is we have to take a report.
You can take a report. My name is Mandy. I'm just taking pictures. That's it.
People lie to us all the time, Mandy. We need an identification so we know who you are.
My name is Mandy, and at this point, since I'm being detained, I'm gonna remain silent at this point. All I want to do is take pictures and finish up my project. That's it.
You're in sensitive areas, the largest refinery in the Midwest, with all the terrorism and everything else. As a United States citizen, I hope you understand the severity of it. Potentially,
well, we're giving my name. How would that like?
We need identification,
Right.
Mandy.
Yeah, my name is Mandy. Am I being detained?
Yes, we're not being detained.
Okay. All right. I'm being detained for not giving my full name, I think. I'm not sure.
Criminal trespass is illegal. That's why you're being detained right now.
I'm being detained for trespassing from a place I was never asked to leave. And this is literally on the public easement.
Do you have a right just to go on other people's private property anytime you choose?
Yeah, it's open to the public.
It's not open to the public.
It is absolutely open to the public.
Private property.
It's open to the public. I was never asked to leave. And I'm literally on the public easement, like right here on the grass.
It's not the easement. It's private property.
I'm just going to remain silent.
Okay. It's your choice.
Hey, can someone get a hold of my lawyer?
So this is a very crucial time during this audit here. Now you got to remember, in the back of my mind, I'm realizing and understanding what their system is like. I'm currently out on bond right now, and as a result of that bond, I have to have an ankle monitor. So I probably shouldn't have been recording, but it goes against all my principal thoughts because I feel like anybody and everybody should record at all times. But that's beside the point, but now is the time for me to make some very important decisions. I was already threatened with arrest for obstruction. My attorney at the time just happened to be watching the live stream, so we began texting.
Right here. Actually, I don't have an ID on me. I'll give you my ID and then I'll leave. Fair enough?
Okay, absolutely.
All right.
Your way within 5 minutes.
All right, cool. We'll do that.
My attorney advised me to identify myself, and here's why. Illinois is a stop and ID state. Of course, that means they can't just stop people willy-nilly and just demand IDs from anyone. There has to be certain circumstances to which you are required to identify yourself to a police officer. So as said, a police officer, after having identified himself as a police officer, may stop any person in a public place. That's why it was important for me to show you that it says in a public place, when in fact I thought that I was on private property for trespassing. So that's the important part. Anyways, they may stop any person in a public place for a reasonable period of time when the officer reasonably infers from the circumstances that the person is about to commit or has committed an offense as defined in section 102-15 of this code, and may demand the name and address of the person and an explanation of his actions. So if I did not identify myself, there was a real chance that I would be going to jail, right? And anybody who watches my videos, you know good and well that I am not opposed to taking it all the way and going to jail. But at that point in time, it just was not worth the risk.
All right, you got a pen handy or?
You have identification on you,
No.
like a driver's license.
No.
That's what I need.
I don't have. Oh, okay. Then I'll remain silent.
Well, we're looking for identification because, think about it. Put yourself in my boots for 2 seconds. People lie to me all the time. People tell me, I understand I'm supposed to take your word for it, just like I would anybody else. And identification clearly shows.
I don't have it.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't have it, so.
Okay, that's where I'm coming from, just so you know. I've been doing this a long time. People lie to me all the time.
Okay.
And identification with your name and your picture, super clear. We would take the information and you'd be out of here like 5 minutes.
I don't have that.
Okay. We're going to figure it out. Do you have a valid Illinois driver's license?
No.
Do you have a valid license or state ID in any state?
Nope.
Because if we were able to by your name and date of birth.
Yeah, I'm doing. Yep.
Okay. We can try that route.
All right.
We're not trying to be here any longer than your family.
I know.
Okay?
But you got to understand where I'm coming from, too.
I understand, but you are on private property officially. Okay. It is a sensitive area, being one of the largest refineries in the Midwest.
True, they never asked me to leave.
What?
They never asked me to leave.
It's still private property. If you come on my property and I don't want you there, I can have you arrested officially. Okay.
Without giving me an opportunity to leave? I don't think that's how trespassing laws work.
Private property, you cannot.
I can't just call the cops and say I want this person arrested for trespassing.
Is Mandy your legal name?
What's happening is I'm just going to be writing a report.
Okay.
It will be forwarded to them here. It will also be forwarded with. They said that FBI is probably going to be following and contact you. So
that's all right. They want to waste their time on someone taking pictures. That's on them.
What project are you doing, by the way?
I have a blog that I work on, and I actually wanted to try to take some good pictures of the refinery, but my camera isn't working too well right now. So I had to use my phone, and this is the only day that I really have an opportunity to take care of it. So I was hoping to get the pictures I needed, and
468.
that's it.
Well, they're asking that you leave, and like I said,
I'll go back. I'll go under the easement.
1892.78.
Well, I mean, we got to be realistic here. I mean, this is the street, like this is the highway.
Correct. You're not going to be walking in the
No,
streets.
but there are public easements on the just on the outside.
That side is all their property, and this side as well, and that's what she's going to clarify.
Okay.
If they do have any easements where it would be available. Obviously, we don't want you walking in the street.
No, of course, I don't want to be in the street either.
That's what I'm saying. Up there, it's
I'm not going to be able to get any pictures back there.
And if you have to is go to Avenue east towards Lamont. There are little pull-off areas with gravel area where you might be able to snap pictures wherever you feel you need to.
No, well, let me ask you this, because you'd probably know better than I would. Is it true that from the center line, state of Illinois gives you 33 feet for public right-of-way?
I couldn't comment on that because I don't want to lead you wrong because I don't know.
Oh, I'm not. Ha! That's funny. Hey, don't call. You guys are good. We're good. Right, and I know for sure that the state of Illinois. Matter of fact, if you go to Facebook, I have Pink Camera Magic. It's like a group, and you can just like it. And I actually put something about the easements up today, as a matter of fact. So check that out. But I know that the state of Illinois, that's where they put their. The state is the one who actually owns. This is actually called the roadway, or the roadway is just the street itself, but the I forgot exactly what they call it. The road something is where they include all the signs and the posts and stuff like that. They're all owned by the state of Illinois, and it's on state of Illinois property. So, yeah, well, I mean, Citgo is private property though.
So what do you think, guys? By looking at this, can you tell if I'm on Citgo property or if I'm on public property?
So, did you talk to the boss guy? Did they talk to the head guy or whatever? The boss?
Yeah, they maintain to the ditch here, so on the other side, and they don't want you in their driveway either.
Oh, okay, I won't come in here.
If something were to happen, you know.
Yeah, I want to be safe.
Yeah.
And I don't want to interrupt with what they're doing here either.
Yeah, no, just if you stay on the other side and not in their driveway, you know.
All right, not a problem. Let me finish doing what I'm doing then, and then I'll be out of here. All right, thank you.
So yeah, in this one, I definitely feel like I made a big mistake by easing onto their property, whether they asked me to leave or not. I should have not went on their property at all and made it absolutely abundantly clear that that's not where I was. That way the issue would not be trespasses, and that's what the issue ended up being here. So it ended up making a lot of different angles to this audit and made things really confusing, and so I wish I could do it over again. But who knows, maybe next time I go to Illinois, I'll have to try it again. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this interaction in the comments section, and have a great night.